Welcome back, my friends, to another browsing rendition. Now, let me fix something right here. It drives me nuts if I can't see the top of my head. I'm like 3 foot tall. Hey, 22 veterans a day commit suicide. We're committed to bringing awareness and spreading that word. And guys, I get messages. I've been getting messages from all over the place, San Antonio and all this, where they're starting to see the city of San Antonio, I think, is actually sponsoring a 22 a day, some kind of raffle or some kind of thing to bring awareness. And that's exciting. If you're a veteran and you're hurting, if you're suffering, man, reach out to somebody you trust. I just watched a video with Tim Kennedy, and Tim did a great job just talking about guns and how he loved guns and how everybody loves guns, but when you're having a bad day, you don't need a gun. And man, I thought it was huge. I thought he did a great job. So awareness is rising. Please share the video again to all you content creators who have been putting it in there. Thank you so much. I'm not asking you to do that. All I ask is when you comment down below, you do like a 22, or when you comment on somebody else's page, make your comment and put a 22. It'll start the conversation. And remember, vets, we love you, man. You fought for us. Let us fight for you. Hey, we back the blue. We stand behind our Leos. We do that by not breaking the damn law and respecting the law. To all my addicts, never quit quitting. You have a place here. Never quit quitting. It'll stick. You can do it. Now, every day we've been doing a what's in your pocket. And I appreciate it. I'm starting to notice we're getting more and more comments, and thank you for that. And again, if it's the same stuff, I think it was Arizona Bladesman, I believe, put same old scab. Him or Slingshot Warrior, one, I can't remember which one. And I put, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But just to you guys that put, thank you for at least putting that. Comments drive content, and I appreciate it. So, having said all that, what's in your pocket? And this is going to lead into something else too. All right, today I'm carrying my Emerson CQC-8 Wave Technology. A couple guys have asked me about it. Do I like it? Yes, I do like it. Now, we're at home today because of the massive hurricane. I think we've got about 3 drops of rain. Praise the Lord for that. I'm glad it's not. After being through a couple of them and going out power, that's like the least fun thing in the world. I hate camping to begin with, and then when it's just hot as balls in your house, it's no fun. But I just wanted to get that out there. Now, the other thing I want to show y'all is this, and hopefully this will work. Thank you, Lord. This is my storm cloud, my cold steel storm cloud made in Italy. It is CPM 20CV, made in Italy. G10 handles, smooth G10, very nice. I love knives made in Italy. I love the storm cloud, razor sharp CPM 20CV. I wanted to show you that. The wave technology was invented by Ernie Emerson. I think I've told the story now. I've just watched about 27 different videos with Mr. Emerson and read a bunch of articles. So what I'm telling you is what happened according to him. Okay? I don't need all the little fact checkers who said this was happening. I know, because you were there. So here's the deal. Basically, he had been making knives for SEAL Team 6, and the commander of SEAL Team 6 called him and said, hey man, would you mind putting some kind of little guard, or coming up with some kind of little guard, and you can see it here, to kind of protect the thumb. I think they were starting to garner some injuries in training with the knife, hand-to-hand combat stuff. So Ernie put this on, just as a little guard, just a little catch. It slides up the knife, it'll catch it, and which makes total sense. Gives the guys their knives, and a few beers or whatever, and they go home. He goes to his home, and he was going to train with his, play around with it some. Just practice with it some. I hate when I pop it because that liner lock sticks. Well, as soon as he deployed it, or as soon as he pulled it out of his pocket, the blade deployed. And by the time he could call them, they were calling him. He said, man, I can't believe you invented it. And to his credit, he said, no, it was an accident. But it's really, really cool. Now, let me tell you when it's not really, really cool. And some people don't like it. I happen to like mine. Cold steel puts it on a lot of their knives. Like I said, the storm cloud. And you can deploy it as long as you know how to deploy it. Let me back up a little bit. This one is actually made for it to deploy on the right side. Now, most cold steels, and this one's the same way, or a lot of cold steel's pocket knives, are ambidextrous, where you can swap that pin around. I just hadn't done it on this one. I like this one because I can bring it straight up, catch it on my pocket, and I'm good to go. Okay? Now, Cold Steel Spartan, AUS 10A. I like the look of this knife. I like the feel of this knife. I like everything about this knife. What I did with this one is I put the pocket clip where I could carry it on the left side. And all you do is you just stick it in there. Watch these short pants, son. Stick it in, and when I go to deploy it, straight out. And I'm ready to go. Now, the whole thing is this, and y'all know I feel like Chris Farley there. I despise with a passion the whole self-defense. But the reality is this. There may be a time where you need your knife for self-defense. If you get blindsided, if you can't be fumbling for your knife. You can't be down there digging. Hold on, man, don't hit me again. And it don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody hits you good, it's over. But you want to be able to get to that knife. You want to get to it quickly and be decisive with it. I watch guys and they buy all this stuff and they never practice. You know, they throw it in their pocket. You got guys with really nice, good knives that won't open a stick of gum. Oh no, I can't. Then leave the damn thing at home. There's nothing wrong with having a collection. I'll never have my collection will never be pristine because I'm hard on stuff and I like beating them up. But my point to you is this: if you got a really, really nice knife, leave it at home if you ain't gonna use it. That's common sense, huh? Carry a knife with you that you're gonna use. Now, if you carry it with you, I got them all lined up down here, guys. I'm sorry. If you're going to carry it with you, know how to use the damn thing. Here's the Cold Steel Immortal. I just picked a few knives that have the wave technology on it, okay? So, if you're coming, and what we don't say self-defense, we say self-offense. Because if you sucker punch me, and it's happened before, it happened downtown at Atlantic, I'm coming after your ass. You can believe that. That's just, it ain't in me to go, oh man, no problem, But what you see a lot of times, I've seen this a million times about for 20 years. And when I tell you all this, man, I'm telling you about my personal experiences. I don't care what the dojo master told you. Remember what I told y'all? You got kids, you take them in there to learn karate or learn, that's fine. That's fine. First thing you ask that dude or the girl or whoever, you ever been in a fight? If it's anything other than yes, leave. Because that dude's going to get, or that chick's going to get your kid killed, son. Because there's a bunch of people out there ain't worried about, well, I take it for honor and discipline. If somebody's going to jump on you, son, they don't give a shit about honor and discipline. Now, that's all the cuss I'm going to do for this video. That's it. I'm just telling y'all. If you're going to take your youngin' somewhere to learn how to fight, take them to somebody that knows how to fight and been in a fight. Now, I've digressed and gone way off track. Let's get back to it. But if I'm coming down the road and I'm strolling, looking, got a little, I don't even know what kind of walk that is. Somebody's going to come at me. I'm coming with it, son. Or another situation that actually does happen in life, most people don't get attacked by mall ninjas. I'm just telling y'all, they don't. And usually there's some long dialogue because you got two people who really, truly, honestly do not want to fight. They just want everybody to think they want to fight. So normally 9 times out of 10, there's plenty of time to get a knife out because they're just talking smack. If it's a real life situation, there's not going to be a lot of time. Know where your knife's at, know how it deploys, know what it does. I see a lot of guys, and it's not a bad idea, on knives like this with wave technology, they'll put a lanyard here, or they'll take a little zip tie and make a little loop where you can pop it. All you got to do, guys, I don't know if y'all, let's see, get this side view here. That's always one of my better moments, bad as hell, but well, there's one more cuss word. It is what it is. For me to demonstrate this. Now, from the side, what you want to do with this thing, I got to work, and I say this with no offense or malice to any dwarves or short people or whatever none whatsoever. When I make this statement, I'm talking about me. I'm built like the world's tallest dwarf. I'm just telling y'all, my arms are this long. I can't help it. So y'all see here, even here, I got to do a little reach to get to that knife. But what you do is you secure the knife. As you pull back. Just like that. Let that wave, let the wave technology there, let it catch. Or if you hold a knife, you're going to put it up and something happens, catch it and pop it. That goes back to knowing and practicing, knowing and practicing, knowing and practicing. The Spartan, same thing. You got it and you're ready to go. Okay? It don't even always have to be a fight. You know, that's the thing, because that's the macho thing, that's the cool thing. But I'll tell you something that'll happen probably way before you need to pull a knife in a fight. Because son, you got to pull a knife in a fight, you're going to jail. So, or to the hospital or whatever. And there's another little knife fighting tip for y'all. Just so you know, a lot of people don't think this. They think they're going to do the whole Steven Seagal. And you're going to get cut, son. Unless you fighting Helen Keller. If she has a knife, I don't even know how you'd run across her. She's dead. But that would be the situation where you didn't get cut. People probably going to look down on you a little bit for, cutting Helen Keller. I'm just saying. Just stay with me in the moment here. You're going to get cut. It's going to hurt. Now, I've been stabbed and I've been cut. It's two different things. They both hurt like hell, and I didn't appreciate either one of them. Know that going in. You can't go into something, get cut and go, that's not when you want that epiphany of, oh my God, I could get hurt really bad. Yeah, you want to know that going in. Again, digression. Now, my Spartan, I just love the handle on this thing. I love that it's got a recurve. It's AUS 10A, acid wash. I just like this. I like the whole feel of it. Do I use it a lot? No. But it looks tactical as shit, so there we go. And my Immortal. I do carry my Immortal some. It's S35VN. Really, really, really grippy G10. I mean, that thing ain't coming to loose. But why I like this, it's got a great point. Bam! Back to my point. I'm all over the place today. I'm sorry. The thing that's going to happen to you before you need a knife in a self-defense situation, there's a car wreck. You see someone in a car wreck. You see somebody trapped in a car. That's happened to me several times in my life. I drive for a living, basically. We're always on the road. You're always going to see stuff like that. Now, you're not running over there to finish anybody off. It's not what I'm saying. If you see somebody trapped in a car, and I've come across it, where they couldn't get out. And it was a bad situation, it's a tense situation. You want that knife where you can get it and come across that seat belt and get it out of there. You also want a knife that's worth a darn. You know what I'm saying? Now, I like this knife. I like the quick and ease of deployment of this knife. Love this knife. Y'all know what I carry every day. Pop this one in. This is the favorite. It's the Raja. Here's the deal. Just like that, I got it up. I can do whatever. I can go to work on a seat belt. I can go to work on chicken wings or something, if I'm in a hurry, like that. But if you got it and you've never used it, you've never practiced with, leave it at home, man. Don't wait to get in a situation where you're over there trying to get it to deploy and it ain't working for you. Because I'm gonna tell you something, with cold steel especially, and the triad lock, I know everybody's got their opinions about when and all this and whatever. I don't really care about all that. I told y'all, I like the product. I don't mean I drank the Kool-Aid. It is what it is. The one thing about cold steel's triad locks, they're locks. It's like Chuck Norris on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Little D-ball, all that. We've gone through that several times. It's one of the best locks out there. You can watch their tests where they hang 800 pounds off a knife and all that. Now, I don't know if you're going to stab an elephant or something. I don't know. But, along with that, and this goes back into knowing your weapon, practicing with your weapon, practicing with your tool, knowing what it does. I see a lot of people who buy cold steel because I personally think it's a good product. I love the Raja. But, when they need it, they're one of them people that carry it, once a year. If you do that with that cold steel lock and you're not working it in, it is difficult to push that bar down. If you got weak hands, it ain't gonna happen, son. But again, know the knife. A lot of times it's this bolt right here. You can tighten it, you can loosen it for whatever. Loosen it up to make it fling better. Just know when you do that, you don't have the control you think you got. I keep mine kind of moderate, kind of half. Now, let me say this about any bolts on a knife, and I meant to have that tool out. Of course I did. Let me see if I got it. I don't. I've got a little set that Kurt gave me. It's over here on the desk somewhere. I'll find it for the next video just to go, haha, I showed you I got one. That removes these. Now, Captain Electro got a ZT 0350. I love that. I've got that knife, I believe, in the Tiger Strike. Awesome knife, spring assisted, great knife. He's in love with it. And I love all my ZTs. I really do. The thing that you got to be careful of with ZTs, when you're loosening screws and doing it, you can strip a ZT screw in a hurry. You can with any of them, but for whatever reason, zero tolerance, I've made a mess of a couple of them. So be careful with that. Be careful when you're doing any screws. But back to ease of use. And well, you know what? That kind of fits into what we're talking about right now, the 0350 spring assisted. If you've got some beat up, busted up hands, or you just don't have the physical strength in your hands, or you're trying to gain strength, whatever, that spring assisted can come in handy in a hurry. Just be careful with it. I told y'all, the one time that there was going to be like a big showdown knife fight or whatever, a guy popped a knife on me. We done fought, and he lost pretty bad, so he was going to stab me. I go to pop my knife, spring assisted, and I popped it, son, and it went about 30 feet that way. That's a bad feeling. Not a good feeling. Luckily, being a boy, everybody, jumped in, and I'm like, whew, thank you, Lord, because I about got stabbed to death, son. That dude was not happy he could not fight. But again, just know your knife. Know your knife. Wave technology is a good thing. We're going to bring this to a close. But again, pop it and practice. Emerson's are awesome. I love Ernie. I love his knife. I'm going to put this one back in my pocket. Right here. This one will go with me. It's just easy to use. The Raja goes with me. Last thing on knives, quickness to deploy and all that. Y'all know, get somewhere in the backdrop. The Microtech's always there. When it's all, and I like that this is an Ultratech, it's the Milan LeBay. The one thing I love about it is it's durable. It stands the test of time. I had it right there in my back pocket. That's a little easier for me to grab. I can set it off to the side, pull it out. You don't even know it. Bam. And again, you can seat belt. There's all kind of situations day to day. I know in just general in work. Let's take all the drama out of it. Just working day to day. There's been ample times we dig up utilities, or we're halfway in doing something and somebody's holding something up and we need to cut something, cut a root, cut this, cut that. You don't want to be fumbling with a knife when you got a couple guys straining to hold something up. You want to be able to get to your knife quickly, easily, have it be ready to deploy easy. Again, another warning, last warning, and I'm gonna wrap it up. On your cold steels. I love cold steels. So this isn't a bashing thing. Just know this, guys. The detent on a lot of cold steels, Mark brought this up the other day, and it's true. A lot of times, they are hard to open. There is a little work-in period. At practice at your house, you don't want to be in the middle of needing it and can't do it, son. I'm just telling y'all, hey, listen, it's that time of day, the hurricane's coming, I got to get some chicken tenders before it comes, and then I'm supposed to be cleaning up a little bit, which I've been working on. Just took a little break to shoot this video. Hey, I love y'all. God bless y'all. Lola and Tucker love you. I'm Scab. You're not. They're the dogs. We're gone.